Dear students, today this is the next video number 2 of chapter Introductory Macroeconomics. So, this is the question: how macroeconomics differ from microeconomics. This can be written in the form of difference, also in the form of T form, one after another. You can make two columns, one microeconomics and another macroeconomics. So, here microeconomics studies problem of scarcity means shortage and choice at an individual level like firm, industry, household, etc. Personal level. On the other hand, macroeconomic studies problem of scarcity, choice at the level of economy as a whole like aggregate demand, aggregate supply. फॉर एग्जाम्पल हमारे देश में 140 करोड़ लोग हैं. अगर भोजन करना है तो 140 करोड़ 140 करोड़ इंटू 220 ग्राम इतना हमें आटा चाहिए, मील चाहिए, फ्लोर चाहिए, अकॉर्डिंगली वेजिटेबल्स चाहिए, अकॉर्डिंगली दूध चाहिए. मल्टीप्लाई दिस मच वी शुड हैव मल्टीप्लाई बाय 365 so that we should have production accordingly. So accordingly aggregate demand we should be able to produce aggregate supply. So this is the first step. Then basis of study. Micro studies इंडिविजुअल इकोनॉमिक वेरिएबल्स. आप ध्यान रखना है अपने इकोनॉमिक वेरिएबल्स क्या होते हैं, लाइक डिमांड एंड सप्लाई, प्राइस एट्सेट्रा. इंडिविजुअल डिमांड है, इंडिविजुअल सप्लाई है. ऑन द अदर हैंड मैक्रो इकोनॉमिक स्टडीज एग्रीगेट इकोनॉमिक वेरिएबल. अब मैक्रो इकोनॉमिक के कौन से वेरिएबल होते हैं? एग्रीगेट डिमांड, एग्रीगेट सप्लाई, प्राइस, इन्फ्लेशन एट्सेट्रा. देन इकोनॉमिक वेरिएबल्स. हमें पता होना चाहिए इकोनॉमिक वेरिएबल को. अंडर माइक्रो, कंज्यूमर्स डिमांड और प्रोड्यूसर सप्लाई, दीज आर द माइक्रो इकोनॉमिक वेरिएबल. नाउ वी आर गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट मैक्रो इकोनॉमिक वेरिएबल such as aggregate demand and aggregate supply, referring to supply of all the goods and services in the economy. So be careful whenever we are talking about variables, economic variables related with micro as well as macro. Now economic agents. These are consumers, producers and government. These are the economic agents. बहुत बड़ा रोल प्ले करते हैं. इट रेफर्स टू इंडिविजुअल एंड इंस्टीट्यूशन हु टेक इकोनॉमिक डिसीजन. जो वो इंडिविजुअल है, वो इंस्टीट्यूशन है जो देश के लिए डिसीजन लेते हैं. फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर, RBI गवर्नर, दे आर नॉट इन ए पोजिशन टू टेक डिसीजन फॉर देयर ओन बेनिफिट. On the other hand, individual economic agents include consumer and producer. Their main aim to do maximum personal profit. कंज्यूमर का एम है टू डू सेटिस्फैक्शन एंड प्रोड्यूसर एम टू डू पर्सनल प्रॉफिट. इंस्टीट्यूशनल इकोनॉमिक एजेंट्स लाइक RBI, रिजर्व बैंक ऑफ इंडिया, SEBI, सिक्योरिटी एक्सचेंज बोर्ड ऑफ इंडिया, ट्राई टेलीकॉम, रेगुलेटरी अथॉरिटी ऑफ इंडिया. सो दीज आर द institutional economic agents. They are taking the decision for the welfare of the people of the country, masses. So their aim to do social welfare, their aim to do social welfare. And last, central issues. In microeconomics, there are allocation of resources. In macroeconomics, these are determination of overall level of output and employment. So these are the central issues. Now once again I will repeat. Basis of study, individual economic variables, individual demand, supply, price. Aggregate economic variables, aggregate demand, aggregate supply, AD, AS, price level, etc. Economic variables under micro, consumers demand and producers supply. Under macro, aggregate demand, aggregate supply, it means supply of all goods and services in the economy. On the other hand, economic agent under micro, consumer, producer and government. So on the other hand, institutional economic agents, their example RBI, SEBI, TRI, etc. Their full forms are written over there. And at the end, central issues in microeconomics, these are allocation of resources. हमने पीछे पढ़ा है what to produce, how to produce, and for whom to produce. This is what the government has to decide, as well as demand and supply. In macroeconomics, these are the determination of the level of economy, overall level of output and employment in the economy. So this is what about the video number 2, assignment number 2, notes number 2. So please, thank you very much. Please like, share and subscribe my video. Thank you very much.